don't need bigger knife. Yeah.
Greetings, everybody. We're back around the table again today to bring you another knife for our review purposes.
Shocker.
Dun 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 dun.
Not to be an asshole.
Joe, go first.
Yeah, pocket dumps.
Yeah.
To be an asshole. Go, Joe.
Fine. From Pocket today.
I like how you had to distinguish which pocket it was.
Front right
Yeah.
next to the other one.
Well,
It's not the other 12 that he's carrying.
no, there's plenty of other knives, but I like this one, and I like it a lot.
Yep.
It's a beauty. I'm going a little more
Hey.
old school on it. It's the Cali 3.
Mm-hmm.
With all its
Gorgeous.
goodness. Yeah.
We're starting a theme here.
Some
Are we,
carbon
though?
fiber.
We're not the...
Mm.
Combo break with the Super Freak.
Yeah. Super freaking.
I can't carry mine because
Sucker.
he ruined it.
And then back to the carbon fiber.
Oh, I see.
Hey.
I see.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber.
Going a little old school.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Boker Quicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yep. So today we are bringing you a new variation from Spyderco. One of the Sages. It is the Sage 5 Lightweight.
New variation.
Woo.
Simmer down. We'll talk on Friday.
We sure
We're going to start some stats
will.
on our scores. Come on.
Yeah. So at an overall length of 7.13 inches, one Japanese giant hornet is just a little bit smaller than this guy.
Holy crap.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
So that's why swords were so popular in Japan.
Yes.
That explains a lot.
Mhm.
And swords on the ends of stabs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, the ridiculous.
It's like, there's a swarm. I have given up.
And then on the flip side to that, it would take about, or just a little over 15,000 fire ants to equal the same weight of this guy at 2.7 ounces.
My
What
money's
the
on the
hell?
fire ants.
Oh,
That
absolutely.
wasp
All
doesn't
the-
stand a chance.
I think that was part of a documentary.
Yes.
At least against bees, but
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah.
they decimate bees pretty
So,
bad.
are those in the
Mhm.
same region? I don't
And I
think.
have to wonder what the surface area, like what volume does that many
Oh,
ants
yeah.
like take up? Like it's got to be a massive amount, right?
here, catch. Ah!
Ugh.
Fire ants are the ones that make rafts when they're in water and stuff like
Mhm.
that too, right? So,
Yeah.
like, you could actually see them as a mat, which is
Yeah.
horrifying.
Yep.
And then they have tiny, like, medieval music coming in, marching music. It's just terrible. It's terrible.
So kids, if you've learned anything on the Pokey Factor, it's don't fuck with insects.
True story. So yeah, this version is using S30V for the blade and the FRN plastic molded for the handles to make it the lightweight version.
Slightly different pattern too. It's kind of neat.
A little bit, yeah.
The bi-directional pattern.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's slightly different than the other stuff they're doing.
We're also rocking a compression lock
Yeah.
for the Sage 5 variation, staying true to the
Okay.
Stage 5s.
Yeah.
Or stage, whatever.
Stage 5.
And
Fight.
and the wire clip as well on this
Mhm.
bad boy. So,
You are getting full steel liners on these guys, right?
yeah.
And fully skeletonized, but
So yeah, for the scoring. Mr. Joseph.
all right. Well, yeah, underwhelming. This knife came in at a C plus, a 72. Honestly, well built. It's gonna cut great. Lockup and actuation's fine. Like across the board, it's a fairly well built knife, but cost for materials, it gets a 7 just due to the FRN. Low point for me overall was actually enthusiasm, followed shortly after aesthetics. I just don't care about this knife looking at the rest of Spyderco's catalog, and I find that a very disappointing thing to say given how comfortable it is in the hand, but yeah, for me, hard to get excited about this guy.
That is fair.
We're going to go around the table. The scores are not going to be consistent all the way through. I know already. But I gave it a 67, which was a C minus. For me, objectively, I can't complain about the build on this knife. Spyderco did an awesome job making it. The pivot bushing, the free floating on the compression lock gives it as much fiddle factor as the PM2 is known for, type of thing. I did score it low also on cost versus materials. I gave it a 6. So slightly lower. On the personal side of things, again, hard to be excited. I did give it pocket ergos as a 9 because you can't argue the lightweight factor on it.
Right.
But where it struck hard was enthusiasm. argued about how much I hate they produced this knife in the first place, just
Yeah.
to jump on the bug out trains. I gave it a 0 for enthusiasm. So might be a first for me. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, take it for what it is.
Wow.
And I thought I was low on the enthusiasm.
I didn't mention it before recording on purpose.
Oh boy.
'Cause we'll talk on that on
Yeah.
Friday.
So yeah, I gave it a 62, coming in at a D. Objectively, yeah, it did pretty good. It's a little high for the price point for the materials you're getting, so that was one of the major knocks. It's pretty well made, it locks up nicely, but I just don't care.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I don't overly like the Sages anyways. I bloody fucking hate compression locks. And
He
then
bleeped himself.
Yeah,
I did.
Save some money in that editing stage.
Yeah. And then I'm on the same train as Dennis as far as the why did you need to make a lightweight version of this and yada yada yada. So I gave it a 1 for my enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yep.
And then I gave it a 68, which is a C. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was a C minus. Really, the low points for me was cost versus materials and cost versus fit and finish. Objectively, it's good across the board otherwise. Where it really fell apart for me was, again, personal side of things. The material choice, kind of meh about.
Yep.
But again, the biggest thing for me was enthusiasm. And I thought I had given it the lowest score with it too.
And then,
this happened.
How the hell am I the high
there's some
point?
haters. You
Yeah,
forgot
there are.
Nigel scored this knife.
Yeah.
So-
It's an Andela.
We'll
There's
get it-
12 different things that are that knife. It doesn't need to exist.
Mhm.
We'll get into it on Friday on
No.
our qualms for sure.
Mhm. So yeah, that's kind of gonna run down the breakdown of our first impressions on this guy. So there's the scores for y'all to compare and contrast against. See kind of where you think you might have fit into our algorithms.
Yeah, personal taste aside, they did an awesome job making
Yeah.
this knife.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I want to thank the Cutting Edge for letting us have the chance to play with this guy to entertain you all.
Most definitely. Head on over to Instagram. We're really close at this point to being to 500. We're like less than 10.
I'm surprised if by the time this video doesn't air, if
We
we're not
very
there.
well might.
already
Yeah.
announced the giveaway. We may have
Yeah.
announced
That's it. So if you are curious about the giveaway, it's probably going to end up happening on Instagram. I'm assuming
You bet it
the
is,
easiest
yeah.
way to do it.
Yep, yep.
So yeah, keep track on our Instagram or go follow us so you can keep track of our Instagram.
That too.
Yeah.
And then head on over to the Patreon to see if we've got any behind the scenes stuff up and ready for you guys to check out and see if we got any giveaways ready for you. Because if you're the first one to donate,
what this guy said.
Yeah.
First subscriber gets something cool from the
definitely.
Pokey Factor, and I don't care what the amount is that you're subscribing to. Yeah, it's
Whatever
a pretty
the
cool
minimum amount that you can do
Yeah.
it, and we'll hook you up.
yep.
I'd pay full price and have paid full price for this item, so it's cool that we're giving
Mhm.
it away. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that all being that, this is Nigel the Smith signing off.
I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers.
I am the Iron Joe.
And I'm XL.ca.
We will catch you again Friday.